Hey everyone, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and welcome to another one of my fix and flip videos. I'm going to do a complete video with the before, after numbers, and all kinds of other commentary on this property as we go through it. Make sure you check out investformore.com for information on almost all my flips, my rentals. I have over 500 articles on real estate and all kinds of other great stuff. So this property is one I bought from the MLS for $170,000, I think it's $250 or $500, and ended up selling it for $260,000 after we spent about $35,000 in repairs on the property. So we did pretty good on it, made a decent amount of money. It was a pretty simple and easy flip, which was nice, but we did run into some problems trying to sell it with appraisals and different contracts that fell through. So it was nice to finally get it sold. And I'll tell you how we had it under contract for a really high amount. Appraisal came in really low, ended up getting it a little higher offer again later on, and so it's quite of a wild ride with trying to sell this property. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is give you a peek at what it looked like after I first bought it. I'll walk inside here before we get too crazy with the video, but just bought this property a couple days ago. Yes, so those are the neighbors outside taking apart the grill for scrap metal, but they're cool. I just talked to them for about 20 minutes. Yeah, bought this house from the MLS for $170,250 or something like that. Should be worth around $250 in that range when we're done. Paint, carpet, kitchen, some bath work, lots of cleanup, and a roof are all needed. So I'm sure we'll end up spending at least $30,000 probably on it. Then we'll have carrying costs, selling costs, which will be another $15,000 or so. But we'll do a walkthrough. Of course, make sure you check out my YouTube videos for all my other before and after videos on my flips. I have 21 going right now, so it's a little crazy. But that's the kitchen. It's a bi-level, so it's got 2 bedrooms up and kind of another bedroom down. Here's the bathroom. Which is okay, not amazing. This was an MLS deal. Like I said, the house was going into foreclosure and the guy sold it before he lost it. But usually on the MLS, the house is left in somewhat clean condition. When you're dealing with foreclosures, sometimes they're not so clean and they leave a ton of stuff behind. You just have to deal with it. And actually, this guy, I bought this 2 days ago and I showed up. He said it was vacant and the lockbox key was gone, but the door was open. His cars were still in the driveway. And I peeked in and he had 2 giant Rottweilers staring at me on the stairs. So he obviously wasn't out yet. They were nice Rottweilers, but still a little scary. So he did finally move out, but as you can see, he left one of his cars in the driveway, which he claims he's picking up. We'll see. All right, so here's the basement. Mostly finished, flooring's not done. Laundry room is in here, along with the furnace, hot water heater. And then back this way, kind of another family room, but we could also put a door on it real easily, make it a bedroom. And the second bathroom right there. And then this is just kind of a closet right here. So that would work good as a bedroom. And then I'll show you the garage, which will be a really good selling feature on this property. So yeah, you can see a bunch of the junk he left for us. That's nice. But it's got a big, oversized garage. Kind of got room for 3 cars, but it's only got a 2-car door, and then part of it's sectioned off into other rooms back here. You can see he left us some more nice couches. So room there, a sink, but I guess it's hooked up to water. He had some weird hose running in here before. All right, so that's what the property looked like when we first bought it. And for those of you wondering, I was going to mention this earlier, I am in my new office. That's why we have a different background. I don't have my exact video set up complete yet, but we're going to move one of the back offices, make it into kind of a video room. So hopefully that'll be done soon. But for the time being, I'm in my office here, and we're all moved in, which is amazing. Anyway, so that was what the house looked like. We had one of the contractors who we've worked with many times help us with this one. It wasn't his crew who did it, but another crew who he'd worked with before. So he kind of facilitated hiring them and getting them in there. Went through, did a lot of work, flooring, carpet, roof, HVAC work, new kitchen, some bath work, and a little bit of work in the garage. Ended up, this is how the house looked after we fixed everything up. Standing outside a newly completed fix and flip. It is 99.9% done. As you can see, the dumpster's still here, but we'll get that out. So we'll show you the property, go over the numbers, what we did. And before we get started, of course, check out investformore.com. It's invest, FOURMORE.com. Got tons of information on rentals, flipping, commercial properties, being an agent, all that good stuff. So I bought this property for $170,000 from the MLS. So made a real estate commission since I'm an agent. When I bought it, we put about $35,000 of work into it. There'll be $15,000 or so in selling costs, carrying costs, and we'll be listing it for over $250. Not sure the exact price yet, but I'm hoping to get more than $250 for it. You can see the before video if you look under the description of this video, or if you happen to be watching on Facebook or somewhere else, I'll post that as well there. But we redid the floors, the paint, the kitchen, the bath, roof was done, and light fixtures, some texture work, and some garage work out back that we'll show you too. So did quite a bit to it, but it is ready to list. Here you can see the kitchen. These are a new type of cabinet we've been getting from Home Depot. Don't ask me what kind they are because I don't remember what they're called, but I could probably figure it out if you really wanted to. Home Depot counters, appliances, all that stuff. We've got a managed pro account at Home Depot, which saves us a ton of money. Here's the bathroom. We redid, new vanity. We actually kept the tub, just cleaned it up. There's kind of a weird medicine cabinet there before, if you look at the before video, that we took out. Here's one bedroom. See all new doors as well. New carpet. And here's the second bedroom up. All right, we'll head downstairs real fast. So again, new carpet down here, new paint down here. And this is a bedroom. It's got the door right there, as you can see. It's a bi-level, so the windows are above grade. Pretty decent sized closet actually right here. And then the bathroom. And we actually left the tub in the vanity in this one, just redid the floor there. So again, anywhere you can save money when you're flipping is good. The costs will add up very quickly. This room we kind of completely finished out and redid as well. It was kind of just open before. So now it's a real bedroom, has a closet, has a door. So it's now a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Utility room, we cleaned up a little bit. Had insulation falling all over and That's all nice and tidy. And then we'll go look at the garage real fast. Oh yeah, we had to redo this deck as well. It was just kind of some stairs that were falling down. So we had the deck made a little bigger. Stairs won't fall down underneath you now. And here's the garage, which is very nice. It's about 30 by 28. And our contractor still has a few things to clean up out here. There's a giant hole that somebody dug that goes underneath here. And he's supposed to fill that in, and I don't think throwing a little bit of dirt and some trash in there counts as filling it in. So he's got to come back out and do that. And then here is the garage. And that's an alley back there, so it's got access back there. So big, deep garage, and then it's got kind of two little workshop areas back here. We didn't do a whole lot back here except just clean things up a little bit. And there you go. So that's the property. We're gonna be listing it here the next day or two as soon as the contractor gets those few things taken care of. All right, want to do a quick update on this house and what's gone on since we listed it. When we first listed it, we were with Pro Realty. We've since switched to Blue Steel Real Estate, my own company, so we just got that sign put up. One of the reasons we put that sign up and didn't leave it with Pro Realty was because the contract we had on it fell apart. So we listed it for $259,900, and about 4 days later we had an offer for $275,000 with $5,000 in closing costs. So basically a net offer to us of $270,000. Got the appraisal back. The appraisal came in at $250,000, like just horrible appraisal. We challenged it. Sometimes we can get away with challenging an appraisal and get it raised. This time we could not. It's an FHA appraisal. The appraiser would not bump it up. There's just very few comps. So we are stuck with that appraisal at $250,000 for any FHA buyer we have. So we're moving forward with the process of that contract at $250,000. Couldn't do much else about it. They ended up extending 3 times because they're trying to get some down payment assistance program worked out. And then the day before closing, the buyer backed out, said they lost their job, couldn't get their loan. I don't know how true that is because we're having so many problems before that. So we did end up getting the earnest money, which was $2,000. We got to keep that. But the house came back on the market. Now we've have 4 offers on it. All of them are over list price. However, 3 of them are FHA. So we've kind of gone to every buyer, said, hey, if you can do a conventional, a different type of offer, it would definitely give your buyer a better chance of getting this deal, because any FHA offer is going to have to be at that $250,000 appraised value. So one of the offers is VA. They offered $259,900 with $5,000 in closing costs. So if the appraisal comes in higher, then we'll get a little bit more money. But hoping a conventional offer would come in and we could just go that route. So just showing what the house looks like after a couple months since we first listed it. A little dirty, but not horrible, not too bad. So right now we're waiting for those offers to all come in. We gave them till 3 o'clock today to give us their best offer. See if anybody can change conventional. Maybe the VA offer will raise up, and go from there with accepting one of those offers. Hopefully we'll get it sold. I mean, at $250,000 we'll still make money, but boy, it would be nice to have had that $275,000 offer go through. That would have been fantastic. So for those of you wondering why we don't always do everything when we fix up these houses, like landscaping, like fixing every little detail, is because we have appraisal issues so many times, and we just won't make more money by making all of the repairs. It'll actually cost us more money when these appraisals come in low. So we've had them come in low on like 3 of the last 6 deals, I feel like. All right, so we'll give an update after this all closes, it's all done, and let you know how everything went. What you're looking at right now is the Mls Screenshot for when we sold this property. So as you can see, we had a few issues with it going in and out of contract, some crazy stuff going on with appraisals. So we did end up selling it June 5th, 2018 for $260,000. So I'll kind of show you here why you can never count on a house to sell in a very short period of time after you list it. Even though this house was priced really well, had tons of interest, people wanting to buy it, it fell apart 2 times, but 3 different buyers had it under contract before we sold it. So right here, you can look at the history and see what we ended up doing. So this first one down here, that's when we bought it. So it was listed $930 for $205,000. Just a few days later, they dropped the price $10,000, and then 3 days later, they dropped the price another. Or no, sorry, that's when I made my offer. But when they have quick price drops like that, it usually means they're extremely motivated. And obviously, in this case, they were, because they took my offer, which was, I think we started out right around 165, ended up agreeing on 170,750. So almost 25,000 less than ask price, and the home had only been on the market a few days. So this was a great deal from the MLS. There are certain situations where you can negotiate, even in Colorado, where we're extremely competitive market. So that's where we bought the house. Then you can see here on January 31st is when we listed it for $259,900. We had multiple offers on it and ended up getting under contract for $275,000. Then the appraisal came in low at $250,000, as I mentioned. It was FHA, so it stuck with the house. We could not get them to raise it up. And then in the end, the buyers could not close. And this was just a mess. Just crazy how everything was fine, and then all of a sudden they're changing lenders, and all of a sudden they can't buy the house. Not a good situation at all. So we ended up putting it back in the market as a brand new listing, and we did it as a new listing because this is when I changed companies. So I went from my old office, then I started my new office, so we had to withdraw this listing, list it again with the new office for $259,900. Again, we got multiple offers. I think the best one we got was the $259,900 with $5,000 closing costs. So much lower than $275,000, but still higher than the $250,000 appraisal that came in. So I'd make a few $1,000s more than if I would have stuck with an FHA offer at $250,000. And this one canceled too. I think it was lending guidelines again, if I remember right. And so we put it back on the market again. We changed it. We made a new status this time again because I had Amber on my team listed this time. And then Justin moved over. So Justin's always been my listing agent. We moved it back to him, $259,900. This time we got a conventional offer at $260,000. A few inspection items, but not many. Appraisal came in at value at $260,000. Sold it in just about a month. So woohoo. But you can see basically February to June, it took us to sell this house, not because there was no buyer's interest, not because it was priced too high, because you just run into issues like this sometimes with financing, with inspections, with whatever it is. It is not always a smooth process selling houses, so you can't count on a house to sell right away without any hiccups. This also shows, as far as appraisals go, the house is in exact same condition. One appraisal comes in at $250,000, the next appraisal comes in at $260,000. So you can't always count on appraisals coming in where you think they'll come in. You can't count on the same 2 appraisers to come in at the same value. It can be a guessing game and very frustrating, and that is just part of the business as well. Even if I would have gotten that first appraisal coming at $275,000, which would have been awesome, that deal still would have fallen apart. So we probably wouldn't have sold it for that much. In the end, that's what we priced it at. That's what I thought the house was worth, and that's what it sold for. So that was the crazy listing part of it. And now we'll look at the numbers. Okay, so let's take a look at the numbers and see what we've got going on here. I bought the house for $177.50, so I knew it was a weird number. I do that a lot on purpose when I'm competing with other offers, because if I go in at 170, there's a good chance another offer might come in at 170 as well. But if I go in at 177.50, that gives me a little higher than the other offer. And then sometimes people think, oh man, they must have really thought about that offer and come in at an exact price. If you just come in at 170, like, oh, they're just guessing. So that's why we did that. And then I had a private loan on this one, 11% interest and 2 points. So because I held this property 8 months, that interest adds up very quickly. If I would have sold it 3 months earlier, it would have saved me like $5,000 almost in interest. So I prefer to do bank loans because they're low interest, but I can do many more flips with private money. Still makes sense to do them because I've still made good money on this, as we'll see. So basically it cost me $1,565 in interest a month to have this loan. Paid about $12,500 total. Like I said, at 2 points up front was $3,400, so I had $15,000 in loan costs on just this one. It's a lot. If I was using a bank, I probably would have paid $5,000 to $6,000 in costs, so it'd been so much cheaper. But again, like I said, I'm putting 25% down with banks. They can't close as fast, so I can't use a bank for every one of these. Sometimes I have to use private money. Selling costs, I paid a real estate agent commission when we sold it, which was $7,800, had title insurance, some other costs, which was total about $1,500. So you can see our total selling costs there, $9,300. Carrying costs, while I owned the property, we had insurance on it, had to pay property taxes, which are super low in Colorado. That's for the full 8 months. Utilities, maintenance. So we had about $3,600 in carrying costs. And then repair costs, roof was about $7,000. Interior repairs, I didn't go into a lot of detail on these because we had a contractor doing all of it. He didn't break down everything for us, but it's about $34,000 total for repair costs on this house. So we go down here, sold for $260 thanks to that second appraisal that came in high. Our total expenses from all that I included up there was about $62,531. And then this is the commission I made as an agent when I first bought the house from the MLS. So one really nice thing about buying houses from the MLS versus a wholesaler or my direct marketing, I can pay, I made $5,000 because it was on the MLS. I'm an agent. So I can basically pay $5,000 more for a house on the MLS, make the same money as I could buying from a wholesaler or buying from direct marketing, someone who is not paying a real estate agent commission. So in the end, we made $31,000, almost $32,000 on it. Relatively easy flip. It was very frustrating with the offer process, the appraisal process, and how that worked out. But in the end, it did work out. Had we ended up selling it for that first $275,000 offer in, the first month, that would have been amazing. We would have made $20,000 more. But I was certainly not counting on that when I bought it. That was a really high offer price. I was counting on it selling a little faster than it did, but you have to take that into account when you do these deals because things like this do come up and happen all the time. All right, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, check out investformore.com for more information on all my flips. Be sure to leave a comment below if you have any questions. I respond to all those myself. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it, and we'll keep doing more and more of these videos.